friends, welcome back to Arc Tutorials. This is JavaScript top 40 one-liners that every developer must know and start using it in your projects. If you are missing out on the first 7 episodes, make sure that you go through them. I'm covering a lot of interesting stuff that you may need on a day-to-day basis. This is part 8 of the series. Today we are learning how to generate a random number between two values. So the input is two numbers and the expected outcome is a random value between those two min values, right? It can be min and max or whatever numbers, but the idea is we need to write a function which is one liner and return a random number between those two values. Let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to create a new file in this particular page and I'm going to say js40 part 8.html, and let's quickly put in the basic structure. And you have the head section, you have the body, and we are using internal script for now, so that's why script tag. Alright, now let's go ahead and write our method. So what, like I said, we'll be giving an input, right? So I'm going to first take and say random, say two values, right? Random num bit between values. Now again, you can give some meaningful name as you want. I am giving this number. Now what I want to do is implement a function, so I'm going to call get random number, and I'll pass two numbers to it, right? Now this will be my function that will be look. So I'm going to say 50 comma 200 300. Okay, this is how my calling of the function should look like. And now to define the function, I can write a one liner or I can write a arrow function. So, and as you know, most of the times I would prefer to write an arrow function. It's much easy in a way. So I got a min and max as my input. That's what my function is looking like. And then I'm going to use the inbuilt math, and in that I'm going to say floor, and then again I'm going to take math dot random. Now this is a random number, right? And from what it would be doing is, let's do a multiplication of max minus min plus 1. So what I'm doing is simple logic which says minus max minus min. That means whatever numbers I'm passing, you subtract it, add 1, and then take a random number out of it. Okay, and lastly we can also make it little bit more, and we are going to say plus min. This will be a truly random number that you would get. Okay, so let's test it out and do a console log here and say random number between values, and open this in browser. Now you can open it in any browser of your choice which has developer tools. That's much easier. So now you see it is saying 99. Now we'll refresh the page. It says 131, 129, 213, 232, 265, 260, right? Since our highest number is 300 that we have provided, it's giving those values. If you hike this number, it will give you different formats, right? What math.floor does is, whatever number is there, it will either, you can either roof it or you can floor it. So I'm doing a floor and just taking a random number and adding min number to it back, right? Or again, if you don't want this also, you can do that also, but it will not be really you know, that high value, correct? So you can get, again, this also works. If you want to make it more tricky, you can add some more conditions to make it truly random number, but this also works. Okay, anything between these two values that we are doing the operations, that should be fine. Okay, the idea however of this example is to know how to write a random number in one liner, which is this. So you can do a math.floor, use math.random, then asterisk and max and min value. Okay, and then I'm just doing a console log of that particular returned value. I hope this is interesting. I hope these things you're enjoying, because I am really enjoying bringing all of this to you. It brings out a real creativity. At the same time, I am also refreshing my knowledge by sharing knowledge to you. Please do keep supporting by showing your love. Please do hit that like button and subscribe button for me. Thank you so much. Let's continue this series. See you in part number 9. Thank you.